It is a women's bantamweight championship fight between Julianna Pena and Michelle Waterson. All right, here's the #1 women's bantamweight contender. She believes for a while she's been the best at 135 pounds. She's making the walk tonight, staring down the champion. Confidence, not an issue. Fear, not a factor. We'll see if this talented #1 contender can shed that label and leave with a new one as the UFC women's bantamweight champion. So here she is, the undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion. How about the confidence as she makes the walk here tonight? She wants to get in there, take care of business, and go eat some buffalo wings in the back. She's been the best 135er in the world now for some time. Another title defense, what's in front of her? She doesn't try to make the moment too big. And even though the challenger has a lot of momentum here tonight, she knows she's the hunted for a reason and is looking to prove that she is still the best in the world at 135. Our tale of the tape for this women's bantamweight championship fight. Pena is 30, Waterson is 34. Pena will have the 7-inch reach advantage. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Herb Dean. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out arena in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 18 wins, 9 losses. She stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, presenting the challenger, the Karate Hottie, Michelle Waterson. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 12 wins, 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the world, Julianna.
They touch him up and we are underway. All right, so here we go as anticipated as any fight on this card tonight. A well-rounded fighter versus the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Happy to see it playing out.
This fight can go 2 ways. This can look ugly for the jiu-jitsu fighter. She could be forced to stand. She's in a lot of trouble. She needs to take this fight to the ground as soon as she can in order to win the fight.
She lands a kick there. She might be the best kicker in this division.
She may just be the best kicker in this entire division. She does a great job of using that as a way to dominate a fight.
Waterson's got the clinch here. All right, so now she engages in the tie clinch, and of course, if you're fighting hands as the opponent, you leave everything else wide open.
You leave everything open, and she will dig big, brutal knees to the body.
Well, she lands the punch there. You know, it's one thing to have an edge and reach. It's another thing to take advantage. Nicely done by her there. Oh, she lands a combination now. Nice volume of strikes, and it was hard to find a miss in there. She's on point.
Volume is very important, but the accuracy stands out above all in that combination. Nice punch lands over the top.
So both girls landing right out of the chute.
Right hand punch in the clinch.
And she's doubling up on the jab there. Battling for hooks. All right, so she defends another shot there, so the defensive wrestling has certainly been key for her here tonight.
Yes, it's been very important for her to stay upright. She recognizes when her opponent is level changing, matching the level and making her pay for every single takedown attempt. Not only is she sprawling, but on the way out, she's putting damage on her opponent to discourage more shots.
Well, she did not miss a single grappling practice during this training camp, and here's your evidence. Outstanding movement on the ground.
She looks like a master of grappling with the great movement that she's showing on the ground.
Wow, there is just a viciousness with which she operates here on the ground as she continues to get the ground and pound game going. She might get a finish here.
She's looking for a finish. She's so good at dictating these ground exchanges, and she's doing a fantastic job of building posture to try to land that kill shot from the top. Oh, nice guillotine there.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. Oh, what a beautiful counter to the guillotine there. Gets side mount, and now maybe the Von Flute choke will be there. Oven St. Preux has got to like that transition there. And that will do it.
It's over. It's over. What a performance.
Yeah, really nice job by her there to execute the submission. Clearly she had an opening and she closed the show pretty effectively there. That is one of the bigger wins of her UFC career. All right, so there's the end of the round. And in terms of offensive wrestling execution, she had it all going there.
Yeah, she had it all working. She did everything she wanted to do. She was racing to position. Once she got to her legs, she didn't pause. She didn't stop. She went right to the finishes that she needed in order to get the fight to the ground. I mean, that was a great display of offensive wrestling.
So there she is as the celebration continues in the corner. The queen of the 135ers, the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion, your winner tonight by way of submission. What a way to get the job done and leave with the UFC gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 54 seconds in the very first round. For the winner by submission, and new undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the World, the Karate Hachi, Michelle Waterson.
All right, so she is the new UFC Bantamweight Champion, joining an illustrious list of former champions in this division, Miesha Tate, Ronda Rousey, and she's on that list now.
Right next to Amanda Nunes. I mean, you are now amongst the legends. Congratulations to the new UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here we go with round one. You've got maybe the division's most well-rounded fighter taking on a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner of the highest order. You got to sprawl and brawl tonight.
Yeah, you got to sprawl and brawl. You got to keep this fight upright. She needs to make sure that she doesn't overextend on any punches and find herself on the ground grappling with this fantastic Jiu-Jitsu specialist.
Oh, and with conviction, she moves right into half guard. Oh, Pena's looking for that arm triangle now.
Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Oh, we're getting a finish here.
It's in there deep. There you go.
Yeah, she's right into side control right now, and a lot of fighters would prefer the half guard, but she does some pretty good work here.
She does good work in the side control. She likes it. A lot of people will not even pass the side control anymore because it seems like you're giving your opponent an out. But she loves the fact that she has such a great guillotine, and if they turn one way, she'll attack it. So you only have one option to escape this young lady, and by going to your knees, she always throws her hooks in and just gets brutal damage off from the top position.
Oh, Pena's right back to the full mount. Her ground and pound is downright scary. In constant pursuit of the finish, might get it here.
She does a really good job of throwing punches with intent. She never just throws just to be throwing. Every punch is meant to land. Every punch is meant to start or finish.
Trying to trap an arm.
Gotta be careful, armbar. Oh.
And this might just be a matter of time. And there it is!
Holy smokes! What a fight!
Yeah, no doubt about it. That is some opportunistic grappling right there, and nice finishing instincts as well. You see a lot of fighters get the dominant position, but aren't necessarily able to lock up the choke or force the tap. No problem with her as she gets one of the bigger wins of her UFC career. All right, so that's the end of the round. Lot to like in there, DC, particularly when it comes to her offensive wrestling game.
She's evolving, right? She's gotten better. She did not have this skill set before. Now you watch her and she looks like an Olympian. She looks like a girl that can wrestle at the highest levels. She scored so many takedowns in that round. Her wrestling coach must be very proud.
So there she is, celebrating with her corner, the queen of the 135ers, the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion. And how about the method of victory tonight as she gets it done by submission?
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 25 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, and still the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the world, Julianna, the Venezuelan Vixen,
So after an emphatic submission win here tonight, she remains the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion. A lot of people thought this was a qualified, credentialed #1 contender, and she was, but she proved no match for the champion here tonight, and the celebration is on. Hard to blame them after this result here tonight. Congratulations to the and still UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the world.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here we go, as anticipated as any fight on this card tonight. The well-rounded fighter versus the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. How do you see it playing out?
This fight can go two ways. This can look ugly for the Jiu-Jitsu fighter. She could be forced to stand. She's in a lot of trouble. She needs to take this fight to the ground as soon as she can in order to win the fight.
Oh, pinpoint placement on the straight punch there. She's got an extended reach advantage in this one and made good use of it there. She's going back to that patented straight right hand, unable to connect. They're certainly getting after it early. Great vision, great defensive instincts by her there as she continues to block the majority of these shots coming her way.
Her hands are always where they're supposed to be.
Tries to work it into a takedown.
Great punch. More clinching.
Stuffs the takedown shot there. How good is her takedown, D?
If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar tie, reach back inside, and try to find space. Big body kick lands.
Oh, nice job by her there. She defends another takedown. She knew her defensive wrestling would be tested tonight. It has certainly held up.
A+ on the test to this point. She is doing a great job of just really recognizing where the takedowns are coming from recognizing the level changes and beating her opponent to the next position.
So just over 20 total strikes that have now landed for the karate hottie Michelle Waterson. Oh, Pena's got her head going to the guillotine now.
Watch guillotine.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. Oh, look at this. Jumps over into side mount to try to counter the guillotine. Maybe going with that Von Flue choke, or I guess we should probably call it the OSP at this point. And there it is.
Oh! Woo!
Yeah, really nice job by her there to execute the submission. Clearly she had an opening and she closed the show pretty effectively there. That is one of the bigger wins of her UFC career. So there she is as the celebration continues in the corner. The queen of the 135ers, the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion, your winner tonight by way of submission. What a way to get the job done and leave with the UFC gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 18 seconds of the very first round. For the winner by submission, and new undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the world, the Karate Hottie, Michelle Waterson.
All right, so an incredible result in this sold-out venue tonight. We have a new UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the world.
She is just spectacular. A great fighter, a great champion, a woman that understands what it takes to be the best in the world. Congratulations, champ.